But the administration cautions that this plan is in the preliminary stages and it could take time to process. So that means TSA workers could still miss their second full paycheck this weekend while things take time. And speaking of time, those long lines at airport security checkpoints, well, they may linger. There doesn't seem to be an end in sight to the stalemate over funding DHS.
On the margins, there are some issues. So that we're in a pretty close place, but in this business, being at the margins still means you could be a long ways away. So that is going on.
We're not going to be able to get DHS open with Democratic votes.
Over funding DHS.
On the margins, there are some issues. So that we're in a pretty close place, but in this business...
Rio, former Republican Lieutenant Governor of California, Abel Maldonado, and CNN anchor Alex Michelson. Glad to have all of you here. I'll begin with you, Abel. I mean, only TSA is getting paid with this deal, as you know. It means the Coast Guard, for example, they're not getting a benefit of this as well. Is the White House just kicking the can down the road by just dealing with TSA exclusively?
Well, I think, Laura, the White House has been waiting for Congress to act. And frankly, I'm going to say this. Both political parties got to get their act together. This is just crazy for them to hold the American traveler and the TSA workers hostage. I mean, the president's going to go, I don't know if it's legal what he's going to do to get these TSA workers paid, Laura, but he's trying to do something to get these folks. Look, I wasn't raised to not pay my bills. Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries, the leadership in Washington, they weren't raised to not pay their bills. They got to pay their bills. I mean, they think they're winning. They're not winning. The American people are just upset. I mean, I'm upset. I was at the airports last night. It's horrible.
And then Congress they're still getting paid. That's part of the frustration. I've been a federal employee, not paid during the government shutdown. It is infuriating when this happens. And you mentioned the idea of hostage, right? The president was asked about negotiations just over the bill. And actually, he singled out Republicans, not Democrats. Listen to this.
I like Johnson, and it's not easy for him because he's got 3 or 4 people in there that, I'm not big fans of, frankly, and that don't vote for us like they should.
Alex, you're smiling. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I mean, he's frustrated with anybody that doesn't vote with him, and he'll throw them, under the bus in that situation. I mean, it's frustrating for everybody involved, but most of all, as Abel pointed out, it's frustrating for the American people who have to go and deal with the result of this. And the question is, is President Trump's plan actually legal to just pay these people out of that bill?
And one must wonder, obviously, if you could have done this all along, like it's for the Wizard of Oz, where the movie slippers on your feet, you need to click your heels 3 times, you could have all gone home. I don't know. It's pretty novel what he's approaching right now, given the power of the purse. But, when you think about this, I mean, he was calling out Rand Paul. He called out Lisa Murkowski. How can the president negotiate with Democrats if he can't seem to align his own party?
I don't think he can. You have the Republicans in charge of the White House, the U.S. Senate. They broke it. They got to fix it. I know Abel was raised that you got to pay your bills, but I was also paid if I broke something, it's my responsibility. And so that's only on the lap of President Trump and the U.S. House and the Republican Congress. They broke our U.S. transportation system.
They've actually passed the bill several times. And as well, also, the Senate, you got to get 60 votes with the filibuster, so they can't pass it. So Michael's trying to blame the Republican Party, all Republicans. Look, the Democrats have had this bill. It's just politics, Laura. And you know what? Who's losing? The people. The people of America is losing, and the politicians are getting away with it. Let's just call it what it is.
Well, there's a politician who's not getting away with something, which is the ire and insult of the President of the United States. We're talking about the California governor, Gavin Newsom. And